FigureFOURce. It's FigureFOURce, YouTube toy collect the team, vlogging to save the day. FigureFOURce. Nostalgic vintage toy heroes. FigureFOURce.
Hello folks, it's FigureFOURce time. Today I'm taking a look at a figure from one of the movies I watch at this time of year that isn't necessarily classed as a Christmas movie, but because it is set at Christmas, I class it as a Christmas movie and it's become part of the Christmas movie tradition in the household. It is a figure from the Batman Returns movie. It is Deep Dive Batman. Before I get on to the figure itself, let's take a look at that wonderful card back. Look at that art, it's brilliant. It's got the lovely Batman Returns logo there. You've got a lovely picture of Batman with a Hamley sticker covering some of it, unfortunately. In all the different languages. You have Batman Super Splungy. And on the back, of course, just like the olden days, shows you a picture of what to do with the accessories, as well as what else you could buy in this wave. I think it's absolutely stunning. I had this figure when I was a kid. I picked him out of all the other figures that you've seen on that card back for one reason. Nothing to do with this amazing paint job, none at all. It was simply because I thought he was the best value for money, because he comes with a vehicle. None of the other Batman figures did. This boat device, which I'll get to in a little bit. But let's take a look at the figure itself. So this is a standard of a mould that Kenner used throughout the Batman Returns line, as well as other Batman releases. The head is definitely superbly detailed. It looks a lot like Michael Keaton. You can just tell by the chin. You get standard articulation that a lot of Kenner figures had there. You know, the arm goes up and down and the leg goes up and down as well. And the head doesn't move, unfortunately. But look at this cool cape. I absolutely love it. Cloth cape. Got all the detail, the gold Batman logo taken from the original Tim Burton movie. And just all the little nice touches, the lovely painted utility belt. You even have the Batman logo on his shoulder and some weird symbols there. I think this is absolutely epic, and just not a colour scheme you would probably see Batman wear in the comics. Let's take a look at the accessory and what as a child made me buy this figure. It doesn't do anything, it's just purely a lump of plastic with the Batman logo and a little button here for a garishly yellow missile that, as you can imagine, just slots in and will fire. That's all it does. But this, as a child, was still enough for me to buy this figure out of all of them. I still think today, while it's just a lump of plastic, it's still wonderfully designed with a minimalistic point of view. So not only do you get Batman's underwater vehicle, you also get this scuba gear and two little fin pieces. Harvey camera. Focus, you bastard. There we go. Now, very simple, they just snap on to Batman. You do have to take the cape off first in order to do this. And given the age of this figure, this still scares me a little bit. Fuck. It really does scare me quite a bit, because the plastic is quite malleable, thankfully. But it's still a little bit worrying. That clips on there, and that's kind of strained the plastic a little bit, so I won't be doing this too often. And then you just really clip these onto the legs, which, yeah, they just kind of fit on like this. And that's him ready to go into his sled. Now we have Batman on his scuba sled. What I always do with this figure, still to this day, is I always put the fins on before putting him into the scuba sled. So I've took them off, and now it's just a case of putting them back on. Now, the instructions say to do it this way, and it kind of makes sense, actually. You can really pose them however you want. to be fair. And if you really want to add a touch of class, get his cape and just clip it on the back of his neck. And I think that just looks so much better. Incredibly impractical for Batman underwater, but looks absolutely awesome. So I'm going to be honest with you, this isn't my original deep dive or super spongy Batman. I picked this up recently as part of the £5 FigureFOURce challenge. I actually managed to get this for £5 complete in the box. The box was open, but it has all his accessories and the important sled. But when I seen, the Gladiator figures for, going as cheap as they were, I thought the guys are never going to guess that, so I had to go for that, just to throw it a bit left field out there, and it was quite a nice, unique talking point. However, I'd already bought and paid for this, and I'm so glad I did. It brings back that nice piece of nostalgia. I can't remember if I got this near Christmas time or not. Oh, I'd love to say for the purposes of the story that yeah, I did, but I'm sure it was the summertime. I can just really remember picking it out in the Argos catalogue, and even saying to my mum at the time, I want this Batman because of having the vehicle. And if I recall, even she said, oh yeah, that's quite good value for money actually at the time when this figure was out. So there's a lot of memories and a lot of nostalgia tied up in this figure in particular. It does, however, unfortunately lead me down a proverbial rabbit hole, because I will and am looking into collecting more from the Batman Returns Kenner line. I particularly want that quick change Batman. That'll be my next purchase, probably sometime in the new year when I see one on eBay UK that comes up cheap enough. And that was my look at one of the figures from the Kenner Batman Returns line. Nice piece of nostalgia for me personally, and fits in quite nicely in the fact that I'll be watching Batman Returns sometime this month before December the 25th. Definitely a fantastic film and a fantastic toy line to go with it. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you did like the video, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate the support of all my current subscribers and my new subscribers that do come on board. It really does mean the world to me. And until next time, folks, be excellent to each other. Piece of plastic. Oh, fuck. Alright. Duck and shit.